A quarterback video. What else? I love the quarterback position. I always was infatuated with figuring out why the NFL constantly fails. Now, take a look at this play, guys. Rolling out left, throwing it lefty. He's a righty. Okay. It's on Drake May's film in college, guys. Okay. You see this? Arm strength to easily deliver the ball downfield. It's on Drew Allis' film in college, guys. Okay? Everybody makes mistakes when it comes to quarterbacks. You are looking for skill set, which includes mobility, escapability, pocket maneuverability, arm strength, arm talent, which is totally different than arm strength. You're looking for a throw processor, guys. What that means is the ability to match the throw to the play instantaneously. You're looking for pressure plays. You are not looking at stats, and you are not looking at box scores. This is the exact reason why that is perfect touch, guys. You are looking at total arm strength with level of touch included when you're looking at arm strength in a quarterback, guys. You're looking at ways to develop a quarterback, things you could improve on, not things that are already done for you. Okay? Drafting a quarterback because he has great mechanics and footwork is one of the dumbest things you could do, guys. If that's your soul. Not drafting a quarterback because of age, being 25 or 26, shows you really have no understanding of the game. Okay? Having a 12-year starter or a 15-year starter compared to an 18-year starter when you miss on 90% of quarterbacks really doesn't make sense. Okay? There's so much that goes into drafting a quarterback, and you wonder why they fail. Now, here's the thing. Most of them fail because they lack the ability. It's that simple. Some of them succeed because they're fully supported and they're producing stats. You're looking for the quarterback who could pull these plays off, guys. If you think Maiava on Oklahoma can make that play that we just saw, I got another thing coming to you. Okay? It's not happening. The problem with the NFL is that these quarterbacks are overdrafted consistently, and a lot of them are put on teams where they are not supported. So you're drafting a kid who comes from a stat-producing, great support system in college and putting them on a horrible NFL team. Okay? That's exactly what's happening, guys. Now, as we're watching this, you're seeing perfect in-touch throws downfield. You're seeing pressure plays. You're seeing extension plays. These are high-end NFL plays, right? Could the quarterback you're drafting do this? That's where you spend your high-level pick. That's where you trade up for your quarterback, okay? That was an extension play under pressure, okay? Look at it. Perfect ball placement while under pressure. Okay, under pressure behind the back, guys. Okay? Could your quarterback have the means to do this? You know, this is why the NFL constantly misses, guys. You're overdrafting the wrong quarterbacks. Now, I'm going to make a brief summary of next year's draft class. I'm out on Dante Moore, guys. Dante Moore is a see it, throw it, dump off quarterback who has very few NFL throws on film. He has suspect arm strength. He doesn't have any high-end arm talent whatsoever. His throwometer is not there. So I'm out on Dante Moore. I tell you exactly why I'm in or out on a quarterback, guys. John Mateer, Oklahoma. He throws a one-speed, low-trajectory ball. He has a very weak arm, and he's going to be prone to interceptions, and he won't be able to challenge NFL defenses. I'm out on John Mateer. Same thing with Chambliss. Everybody stop producing, stop producing. The kid played 1 year, okay? All you think about is stop producing. He's not the guy, guys. Now, I'm taking a deep look on 6, 7 quarterbacks going into next year for particular reasons. This is why the NFL misses. The quarterbacks I'm mentioning as top of the draft aren't being mentioned by the NFL right now. Other than Manning, obviously. And what do? You show success. Success means statistics to you. You put a quarterback in the pros, for example, J.J. McCarthy, okay, who's being asked to throw 9.5 ADOT, average dot per target, as a quarterback who sat a year, didn't even make a throw for a year, plays only 8 games, and you're saying he sucks, he's horrible, he'll never make it. Meanwhile, the kid checks every box for a future NFL quarterback. Okay? I mean, you use statistics. He had 13 total touchdowns and 12 interceptions and 9 total games. Let's do 9 because he left 2. He completed 8 games, right. But you don't look at the 3 contested catch interceptions where they're fighting for the ball, and you don't look at the 2 tipped interceptions, and you don't look at the 3 dropped touchdowns, right? You use statistics to judge your quarterback. Doesn't matter that Elway sucked his first year. Manning threw 28 interceptions. That doesn't matter. Obviously, the kid has a top 2% arm strength in the NFL. He has a 60-yard dart in college, right? But the ability to do everything else, he just needs time to adjust to the speed of the game, and he's never had to use touch. He needs to develop it. Can he do it? Yes, without a doubt. Anybody who could do everything else J.J. McCarthy does will be able to adjust and learn the speed of the NFL game. But you guys are out on the kid after 8 games, which is absolutely ridiculous. Okay? I mean, it's incredible. You don't learn from mistakes. You just regurgitate the same things over and over. Now, ball placement. Do you see that throw? Okay? When you're drafting a quarterback, you're looking for an elite level quarterback, guys. If you're not able to find the skill set and things on film that show that, there's no reason to put a high end. You're better off drafting a position that'll help your quarterback that you do have be able to run a system better. And it's that simple, guys. The 27 draft is absolutely loaded with talent, but it is not the talent you're talking about. It's not. Look at the ball placement, guys. Okay? Manning, mechanically, is sound. He's a plus athlete, plus runner. Shows a little bit of everything already. He's worth the high pick in the NFL draft, guys. Without a doubt. I mean, his Sunday dinners, okay, after the Manning's retired, is nothing. I mean, they were talking pre-snap reads during dinner, guys. I mean, if you don't think that kid is ready to take the next step and just needs to learn the speed of the NFL game and continue growing reps, easily a top 12, top 15, 5 to 15 ranked quarterback in the pros in 3 years. Which is something you want in a quarterback. He has plus arm strength, plus arm talent, plus mobility, plus speed for a quarterback his size. Check, check, check. Okay, he has good mechanics. Okay, he has a lot going for him. Go to the next one. I'm not putting them in order. Mensah has huge arm talent, guys. He's plus arm strength, plus arm talent, and he has a throwometer. The throw matches the play consistently. He also has a good backing. Whoever's supporting him, they put him in the right system in Miami, guys. Mensah's going to do very, very well in Miami. Okay, I think he's a much better prospect than Ward. I didn't like Ward. You know, Mensah could throw a football very, very well. Plus arm strength, plus arm talent. The person that can make these type of throws, he has it on him. Okay. CJ Carr, guys, if you don't love Carr after just watching him, I have no idea what to tell you. Okay, young kid, room for growth, enough of everything. You know, I'm feeling Joe Burrow, guys. I really am. You know, and I don't throw out compliments that easily. Easily worth the top 5 pick when he does come out. I think he might fall off a little bit statistically this year because he lost his absolutely incredible running game. Okay, but that kid has guts. He can make every throw. He's thrown with touch. As a freshman, he did make a lot of very nice high-end NFL throws. He has room for growth. There's nothing but positives on these quarterbacks I'm mentioning. Okay, Maiava on USC. I didn't like Williams at USC, guys. I didn't. I wouldn't have drafted Williams with a premium pick. I thought he was the fourth or fifth best quarterback coming out of that draft. I do learn from my mistakes. I'm not coming back on that opinion, guys. Williams is in a perfect system. Great coach, great system in Chicago. You guys use statistics, but he doesn't want to play from a protected pocket, guys. He's giving up throws that he should be making. He's not taking chances on certain throws from the pocket because he doesn't want to hurt his statistics, maybe. I mean, I don't know. He wants to live in broken down playland, you know, where he'll, you know, continue a play and throw up a Hail Mary type throw. I'm just not seeing it, guys. I think that team is going to carry him into the playoffs for a few years, and they're just going to keep on losing, you know, against higher end competition. Now, getting back to the USC quarterback, plus arm talent, enough athletic ability, more than enough. Kid has some high-end NFL throws on film, guys. Okay, he's a natural thrower of the football. And that's where I'm looking for when I'm looking for a quarterback. He's also one of the best college quarterback producers of the last who knows how many years. I mean, I think he has 3 or 4 quarterbacks that were drafted into the pros. Right? Lane Kiffin, right? Right. When he says that he has the talent to become elite, I would trust him. He's not saying it just to pump up his quarterback, guys. Some decision making is based on him trusting his talent a little bit too much. Trusting his talent. When it comes to actually throwing the football, he's your guy. Josh Hoover, another one who made a brilliant move. He went to Indiana. Indiana produced 2 draftable quarterbacks. I don't love either quarterback, guys. I'll be the first to say it. Now, I can't talk to quarterbacks. Mendoza's obviously brilliant. He's very good at what he can do. But there's a lot on film that he hasn't done that scares me away from Mendoza. His arm strength is suspect. He relied on three types of timing plays outside the numbers at an insane amount, guys. And Miami took it away from him in the playoffs. So what do you think? What do you think an NFL defense is going to do to Mendoza, guys? Now, I love Mendoza and like 60% of what a quarterback does, which is good, but you can't unsee certain things. After the initial play breaks down, he doesn't extend plays with the pass guys. He has like 4 or 5, throws in 3 years of football after his first play breaks down and he's asked to move. Okay? He doesn't maneuver in the pocket at all, guys. Everything's basically first read, timing. That works, right? In college, obviously, especially against lower ranked defenses, a lot of that stuff won't work in the pros, guys. Now, here's the positive with Mendoza is that anybody who could work that hard at perfecting certain things, which he did do, can learn different things, I believe, Is he going to be athletically? I think that if he misses a throw, he's going to write down mathematical calculations on a blackboard to figure out how he could have completed this throw. Mendoza is that bright. He has a lot of positives in him. Okay, but I don't think he was worth the premium pick. Now, we have another quarterback going there, Hoover, transferred to Indiana, and he does have more arm strength, more arm talent, more physical ability than Mendoza. That's a brilliant move by Hoover. He's going to be fully supported, and they're going to match, which is something Cignetti does, match the skill set of the quarterback, build around the skill set. Okay, it'll show enough to get Hoover drafted at a high rate. That's what I believe. But I do believe he has arm talent and enough athletic ability to make it in the pros. Sellers, let's get to Sellers, guys. This is going to be an easy one. He's going to come in top 8 athletically gifted going into the pros. He really takes care of himself. Throwometer, okay. When he sees the throw matches the play. He's at least a minimum a see it throw at quarterback with the throw matching the play consistently. Now we watched Justin Fields stare at a wide open receiver and not be able to make the throw. Thinking about the processor. That is not going to happen with Sellers, which is right off the bat makes the kid draftable. Sellers' athletic ability might have prevented him from perfecting certain things that you need from a quarterback. He extends plays with his legs, so his time to throw is a little longer. He has some timing plays on film, some anticipation on film. He needs to work on that this year. They're going to put him back in a system where he is a dual threat quarterback at South Carolina. I'm really happy he didn't leave South Carolina. They changed offensive coordinators on him. Now they gave him another one. This will be his third, which is actually good for the quarterback to learn under different systems. I think Sellers easily, he can make every throw in the NFL. His athletic ability is insane. If he shows certain things this year, which is more anticipation, going to his second, third reads and pulling the trigger more and quicker, then you have an NFL quarterback, guys. I really, really like Sellers' potential as no less, I think he has a 60-70% chance of developing into Jalen Hurts. Okay, what room for an upgrade? Okay, it's basically that's it. You're looking for more second, third progression throws, quicker deliveries on those throws, more timing throws, and you have a high-end quarterback prospect. Now, I tell you, here's the thing, guys. Everybody looks for reasons to draft a quarterback. If you want to succeed, you need to look at reasons not to draft a quarterback. Okay? One of the biggest reasons is overextended athlete, guys. Okay? When a quarterback needs to throw it as hard as he can just to compete, or run as fast as he can just to compete, and he's not your guy, guys. He's not. You know, that's why the NFL constantly fails. If you're going to look at statistics and not realize that quarterback A, Dante Moore, is in a absolute great place to produce statistics. Julian Sayin is in a great place to produce statistics. If you can't put Carr on Ohio State with Jeremiah Smith and so forth, and you don't think he's going to produce statistics, you're nuts. Okay? That's why the NFL misses. They're drafting from highly supported, and they're putting them in badly supported, giving these kids absolutely no chance. They're overdrafting tool sets like Trey Lance instead of drafting them in the proper place and working on their and supporting them and developing them. Okay? I mean, Anthony Richardson, the perfect example, totally overdrafted. Kid only played 9 games, but most of you are totally throwing the kid under the table like he can't develop. You know, that's why the NFL, the pocket maneuverability, arm strength, absolute dart. Right. Did you just see that play by Elway? Okay. How many quarterbacks can't make this play, guys? 95%? That's why you miss on the quarterback position. You're better off supporting and building a system than throwing darts at someone who can't make these types of plays, guys. Okay? Are they far and few between? No. Actually, they aren't. You're probably getting 7, 8 every 10 years that are high-end quarterback prospects. You know, if you took the time to develop a couple of quarterbacks that show certain things and show more patience, you might find a big-time quarterback. You know, I guess that's enough for today, guys. But we could talk about the same things over and over and over. Okay, Ty Simpson cannot make this throw that just happened, guys. Ty Simpson couldn't make the Elway throw before that. Ty Simpson can't throw with touch, guys. Okay, he's a overextended athlete, throws one speed, a low trajectory ball. Now, you could help someone who could throw a 60-mile-per-hour ball. He has the chance to be able to develop touch and make every throw, right? You can't fix Ty Simpson, guys. You guys just aren't getting it, okay? The reason for that is he needs to throw it 53 miles an hour or whatever, just to get the ball there, okay? He needs to throw it hard because he's not processing fast enough. He lacks touchdown field, guys. He can't. He doesn't have his throwometer. That's what I call it. That's going to be a miss, guys. Now, if you listen to what I say, I tell you why and why not. You tell me he threw for 4,000 yards, 38 touchdowns, 18 interceptions, 6 interceptions, whatever. He won the national championship. He's a Heisman winner. That means absolutely nothing. Okay, you won't go back and see how many Heisman winners actually made it in the pros as quarterbacks, right? How many Heisman winning quarterbacks made it in the pros? You can't say it, but he won the Heisman, makes him draftable. Right, guys. Winning a national championship on Ohio State, I hate to break it to you, probably 100 quarterbacks in the country could have won a national championship on some of the Ohio State teams, guys. Seriously. And what do you say? You won a national championship? No. It's not how it works, guys. Okay? Take care. It's going to be a very good year for 26 college football, 27 draft.